My name is Sarah Wright. I was diagnosed with epilepsy when I was 13 years old. And when I was 14, I was told I had a brain tumor. So I've had 2 brain surgeries since then. There are good days and there are bad days. Since that time, I've learned to deal with it naturally. I have days where I have speech issues where I have to find my words and it can be more difficult. I have days with brain fog where I need more rest and I have to be reminded of things. It can come across where it seems like I'm being lazy or not keeping up with things when I honestly don't remember, and I have to be reminded or make more detailed lists and just keep up with things more detailed than other people would do. I'm married and I have 3 kids, and so life is really busy. And so on the outside, it can look normal, and then on the inside for us, it can be pretty chaotic. And my husband, about 8 years ago, he had a traumatic brain injury himself. And so that threw some things off quite a bit. And so there's a lot of times we have to tag team, and we both need our extra sleep and we both need our extra rest. And so when we take turns at that, we have to have outside help quite a bit. And my mom and his mom reach out a lot to help us on that end. When you have a head injury, and that goes for both of us, it's easier to overlook clutter. It's easier to overlook a mess. So our house can look like a cluttered mess. We both need extra sleep, and so we have to tag team on that. We have very responsible children, and they understand both of us.
My name is Brenda Deckford, and this is my sweet daughter. She started having symptoms that were not normal at 13, like she said, and then we knew she had seizure activity that we weren't sure what it was. And then they finally did an MRI and found the brain tumor, and she had surgery. She, as far as impacting, just what's really helped out of all of this is the fact that we have cell phones now that text, because she is much more able to remember things and to follow through with stuff if it's in a text where she can go back and look at it. And I figured out after a long while, that just saying things verbally was not gonna get it. And then, I don't always remember things either, so the text to me has really helped. There's just lots of days where I can tell she's overwhelmed, and I'll ask, take the grandkids and keep the boys for a day or a night, or go do something with them, and that helps. And if she needs help with anything else, I just live 11 minutes away. It's great. Her dad and I, and he just died like a year and a half ago, but we decided at a young age, we got married very young, and we decided that our kids and our family would be a strong team. And we were both, I'm still an RN, and he was too. And we were sort of quirky and different. We actually sit at the kitchen table and make care plans for the kids when we thought they were going through a hard time. And we had a lot of care plans when Sarah was a teenager going through all this. But we just make sure that we're a team no matter what we're going through. Family comes first. I mean, there's nothing in the world, nothing, no material possession, money, nothing is more important than family. So I just think they were taught that from the time they were little bitty.
Definitely. I know that always stood out to other people, that we had a tight family, and we'd have family meetings. Nobody had family meetings, and we would talk through whatever the issue may be. And we could be super upset with one another, but we still came first, and we talked it out and worked it out. And family was always at the top of the priority, and still is. My biggest message to anybody listening would be to accept your chronic illness or whatever situation you're going through. Step out of denial. It's part of you. Own your story and accept it. And when you're able to do that, then life will be much more simple.
She's just tough. She's a strong woman. It just takes a lot of work to have a family and have any type of disability. And the fact that she has epilepsy and she is on medication that makes her tired, and when she mentions she has to get her rest, you can definitely tell if she's been sleep deprived. And her sleep deprivation is different than somebody without epilepsy, because she doesn't get a nap. I mean, she is so much better if she has a nap in the afternoon.
Encourage them to take care of themselves. Ask them what you can do to fill in the gaps. Not using that wording, but what you can do to help. And just watching from the outside, if you're close to them, you know what you can do to help. And sometimes people aren't going to tell you what you can do, but you can step in and do it without their permission. And when I say that, I mean, if you're a close family or friend, it's easy to step in and help without, asking them. You can help at work. You can, as mom does, come and get the boys sometimes and take them places. You can come over and do a load of laundry, while you're sitting here and there's a pile of laundry on the couch. And just do your part and just step in and help with them.
I would just say that the biggest thing, I think, for anybody with a chronic illness or anybody without a chronic illness is you just show love.
And grace.
And grace.